Hey everyone, this is Dylan, and today we're coming at you with a haul. This time it's a Vinegar Syndrome haul. So they recently did their subscriber week. It's the first time that they've ever done it. This is the only week that you can sign up for the subscriber package. I did not have an extra $1,000 just to drop on a Vinegar Syndrome subscriber package, so that was out of the cards for me. But I knew that they were releasing a bunch of new stuff, so I was like, let me just check things out. And they were doing something that they've never done before, and this was 10 for 10. So every day of the subscriber week, they did 10 of their previous releases for $10. And that's the lowest price that any of these releases have ever been. So I was like, yeah, I'm going to get as many that interest me as possible. I did get quite a few. I believe I got 12. So I ended up spending $125 because there are $5 for shipping. So that's what I did, and let's get into what I picked up. And I'll show you guys what the inside of the box looks like. So we've got everything, and they are spine up, and we've got some packing paper, and they're all bubble wrapped. And it looks like we have 2 bundles. We're just gonna get right on into it and just kind of start from wherever they decided to put these in order. So the first one that we have is from a partner line. This is a Detention. So this is, I guess let me show you the slipcover first. A movie I don't know a whole lot about. I believe that it takes place during a war. I believe it takes place during a war, and it's based off of a video game. So that's what the slipcover looks like, and this is what the actual Taiwanese martial law of the 1960s, so not a war. So really excited about that. I have not heard of the video game, but the idea that it was based off of a video game, I was like, you know, let's definitely check that one out. Then I also picked up Dario Argento's Trauma, and this is one that I really don't know much about, but I watched the trailer and it seemed kind of interesting, so I was like, you know, let's check this out. I don't know if I've really seen much of Dario Argento's work. The only one that I can think of off the top of my head that I've watched is Jennifer from the Masters of Horror series, but I haven't seen any of his like older work or any of his giallo work. And to have some of these things cost only $10 and be able to get slipcovers on every single one is kind of insane. This is from the partner Gunpowder and Sky, and this is Tragedy Girls. This is a movie that I have seen before, but I don't remember it very much. I know it's like a social media horror movie, and I believe these girls are trying to get internet clout for being murderers. So that's kind of fun, and definitely look forward to rewatching this one. I then got a VSA release, and this is The Grave. And this comes in a different type of slipcase, and it also comes numbered. And I got this for $10. That's kind of crazy. The only other numbered one I believe that I have is the House of Usher. But this one comes in a bottom loading case. And I believe this is actually a upgrade to a VHS that I have of this movie. But I saw a lot of people talking about this online. I watched the trailer. It looks pretty interesting. So I was like, for $10, you really can't go too wrong with a release like that. This is definitely an upgrade to a VHS that I have, and this is a Resurrection. So this reminds me a lot of Seven. I think it came out about the same time, or maybe a little after, before Seven. And it is basically a detective movie of a like crazy murder, I think, serial killer. I haven't seen it in a long time, and I've only seen it on VHS, so I'm sure that this Blu-ray upgrade will be really nice. And then the last one that I have in this bundle is The Fear. This is also one that I originally was not interested in when I saw that it was released from Vinegar Syndrome. But for it being $10, I would go on the product page and basically read the description, watch the trailer, and see if it was something that interested me. And the thing about this that interested me was that Wes Craven was an actor in this. Like, he was just a full-blown actor, and I was like, that's kind of interesting. I don't know if I've seen Wes Craven in an acting role other than something like A New Nightmare. So I look forward to checking this one out and just kind of seeing what it's all about. All right, let's get into the second bundle. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 6, so then we got 6 more in this second bundle. So then we have Kid Candidate. This one just kind of sounded interesting, and I was like, you know, let's pick this up and just kind of see what it was all about. So this is a Gunpowder and Sky release as well. This is a documentary about this guy who basically he was 24 years old and decided that he was going to run for city council in Texas. And it was he was like kind of social media savvy, because I mean, this cover makes it look like this happened a long time ago, but this came out in 2021. So I definitely look forward to checking this one out. It's definitely something that I am interested in politics. So I was like, let's kind of check this out. Next up, we have another partner release, and this is from Altered Innocence. And this is a Dim Valley. This is an interesting slipcover because I don't think I've seen a Vinegar Syndrome release with a not matte slipcover. Like, this is a glossy slipcover, so this is kind of interesting. It does have a slight bit of like wear right here, but I'm not too worried about that. I got it for a great price. So that is what the actual artwork on the case looks like. It's definitely seemed like an interesting movie. I don't remember a ton about it, but I know it's about a biologist, and I believe that they go like on an exploration type thing, and I have a degree in biology, so that kind of stuff interests me. Next up is another Altered Innocence release, and this is called So Long Billy, or Pompeii, I believe is the... I forget what country this is from, but I believe that is the name of the movie in that country. So it just seems like an interesting movie. I am a big fan of like coming of age movies, so I was like, you know, let's get this and check it out. Next up, we have another partner release, and this is a Utopia release, and this is called Minor Premise. This definitely seems like a little bit of a low budget movie, but it does seem kind of interesting. I believe it has something to do with this guy's dad dying and some sort of like medical kind of experimentation. So I thought that seemed kind of interesting, and for $10, you really can't pass it up on a release from something like Vinegar Syndrome. This one I won't be able to show like the back cover, and if you want to see what it looks like, you can go to the Vinegar Syndrome website. But this is a movie called Shit and Champagne, and I almost didn't get this because I was like, I don't know, this doesn't really look like something that I would be into. This is a Utopia release, and this is basically a drag queen movie. And I looked it up, and a lot of people were saying that it was just kind of great and that it was like fun. It has Alaska 5000 from RuPaul's Drag Race. So I was like, you know, I'm gonna just get this, see what it's all about, and maybe I'll like it, maybe I won't. But for $10, you can't go wrong. I've bought more expensive things for knowing less about them than that. And then the last one I picked up is another partner release. I believe all of the ones in this package were partner releases. And I had only a couple of the actual Vinegar Syndrome releases. This is an Agfa and Shout Factory collaboration. Why Vinegar Syndrome has it? Not quite sure, but this is called Leather Boys, or The Leather Boys. So that is pretty cool. This just seemed like an interesting movie, and I figured I would give it a watch and see. And I don't really have a whole lot of movies that are in black and white, so I definitely want to start venturing out and watching more black and white movies. So that is it for this Vinegar Syndrome haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments down below if you picked up anything from the Vinegar Syndrome subscriber week. And if you got movies or if you got a subscriber package because you had $1,000 that you were able to set out for movies for the entire year. So let me know in the comments down below. And remember, if you're not already subscribed and you'd like to be, please hit that subscribe button down below and give this video a like if you liked it. Thank you guys for watching and have a great day. Bye.